Before I begin, I want to ask a question. How many of you have never created music of any kind? Yeah, please raise your hand. Like, I'm sure it's majority of you, but please raise your hands. Okay, okay. Some full hands, some 1.5 hands, and okay. So yeah, I'm not surprised. Music is something which majority of the people never make in their lives. And how many of you play any musical instruments? Now I'm asking how many of you play musical instrument. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, very handful, very few of you. So we went from somewhere around 80 people to 7, 8. Out of the people who raised your hands, how many of you have ever made a song, like converted your instrument playing into something which you have uploaded on Apple Music or Spotify or something like that? Wow, the drop is big. One. Okay. So did you see what just happened? All the way from majority of you never created music ever to people who have played instrument in their lives. There was a huge churn there. And only one person over here has ever made a track in their lives, which has gone to Apple Music or Spotify. So what's happening here? Let's try to go deeper there. And I'm Sourabh. I'm the founder of Soundverse. And today I'm going to go deeper into my journey of how I went deeper into music and technology and at the intersection of both of it. So as you can see, I started my career as a hobby guitarist, picked up guitar, looked at bunch of YouTube videos, and for me, it was super fun to play guitar. I started playing some acoustic tracks in the beginning, and eventually I got deeper into metal. So in metal, it's super technical, you know, you have to play a lot of riffs, breakdowns. And I was always wondering how to convert my guitar playing into something which is a full produced track which can go to Spotify and Apple Music. And I was surprised to see there was nobody to tell me like how to make that happen. And majority of the people who were uploading their tracks, they were professionals in some way or the other. They have either gone to music schools, they have learned music production, probably gone through the journey of 2 to 3 years of music production learning. And that's when they learn how to record something and turn that into full-fledged track. So from playing the guitar to actually picking up how to produce, that was a long journey for me. It took me probably 3 years of, tinkering, making a lot of mistakes, picking up a bunch of softwares like FL Studio, Ableton, Logic, ultimately making opinions about what is good for me, what is not, at a point when there was nobody to teach me. So that was very difficult for me. So that's when I started thinking about how should I make it easier for everyone in the world? Because I believe everyone is creative in some way. I'm sure a lot of you hum while you are taking bath, maybe, or maybe some of you write lyrics, or some of you are shiers, who knows, right? Like everyone is creative in some way, but a lot of times that creativity is not going anywhere. So that became a very interesting challenge for me to go deeper into. And then imagine it's 2 a.m. for me. It's a cold Stockholm night. It's a beautiful, evening at that point. The room is dark, and my screen is glowing. You can see like this one. It's 2 a.m. Its screen is glowing, and there is something called hi-hat when you're producing drums, and I'm adjusting that, the volume of it, the swing of it. It takes a lot of iterations before things go right. And I started asking myself, why am I doing it? It's so difficult. And at the same time, it takes me days and days to produce the track. Sometimes it takes 3 weeks, 4 weeks, up to a month just to make one song. At the same time, my friends are chilling outside. They are chilling in the park. They're socializing, and I'm sitting inside a dark room, like where even if I scream, nobody will be able to hear outside because it's just fully soundproof. So I felt that music creation was some sort of paradox. I was feeling that I'm having good life making music, but at the same time, I was fully disconnected from the world outside. So I was living good life, but at the same time, I was not living the life. So it was a bit of paradox. And I started thinking, can I make it easier? Um, and that's when I thought about what if, instead of me having to sit in a studio, what if I'm able to carry a studio with myself outside? So when I'm chilling with my friends, when they are sitting next to a lake or maybe driving, what if I'm able to take the studio with me, place it there, socialize with them, and make music right there? And that's what I did. I made a augmented reality based app back in 2018. So it was a fully virtual studio which I could carry in my glasses, and then I can place it anywhere while my friends are chilling with me. We are having good time picnic, and I'm making music in a park, and I'm looking everything through my glasses, and I was able to interact with the instruments, and I felt that I solved the problem up to some extent. And let's look at the video of how it worked. So these were like fully MIDI enabled instruments which connect to the DAW. So you can see these are MIDI controllers which are placed on the real tables, real spaces while I'm picnicking, and I can interact with those instruments and also enjoy the world outside. Isn't that beautiful? So I started playing with this. I started learning a lot of things around what are the pros and the cons of such a software, and how do I take it to billions of people out there? Like, is there a way? And I also started thinking about, when I'm performing that music, is there a way to also make it engaging for the other people? Let's say if I'm performing that music, can you guys also feel interactive in some way or excited in some way? So I started thinking from the other side of the lens, that if I'm performing, everyone should be able to see the beautiful visuals and feel immersed in some way or the other. That's where the music lens come into play. So music lens is like basically AR experience which interacts with the real instruments. I feel good playing the music, but at the same time, everyone who's looking at that also feel that, okay, they're immersed in a beautiful way. So I had a lot of great fun playing with this, and my friends started really enjoying the journey of me playing with this instrument. But there was a one fundamental limitation. Can you guess like what was that limitation? The big problem was, in order for you to experience this, you needed these AR glasses, because everything was happening inside the screen of this, right? And these glasses are, number one, they are not easily available on planet Earth. Like, plus they are extremely expensive. So in a way, if I wanted to make this app available to everyone, first you had to buy glasses, which are very expensive, and then buy the app, which means it was available to a very select few people, and it was not a scalable solution in any way. So I decided to ditch that direction. And in 2015, I ended up working for Samsung in their Moonshot team, majorly in their voice interfaces team. So in a way, like in front of me, voice interfaces were becoming extremely easy, where you can say that, hey, I'm up. And as soon as you say I'm up, suddenly the curtains go open, coffee machine is on, and the music is playing. You can set your automations the way you want, and then you can talk to Siri, you can talk to Bixby, and the interactions were becoming pretty simple and easy to do. But at the same time, to make music in 2015, you needed a laptop, at least 15 to 17 plugins, a lot of tutorials, a lot of knobs, a lot of MIDI controllers, one existential crisis, and at least one friend who says, that bro, it slaps. The music is really good. um, And I felt there was some sort of conflict between both of the things. Like at one point, voice interfaces becoming so easy. Second thing, it's so complicated, so much things you have to get in order to make music. And so I don't blame you when you say that, I've never made music. It is complicated. It's super complicated. And one part which I haven't even mentioned here is that this setup would cost probably 5 to 7 lakh rupees. So it's expensive, right? Like, so it's not a skill which is very easy to acquire. It's not easy to open a studio. And top of that, like you put the money and then you see this interface, right? I mean, I think spacecrafts are easier. There are probably thousands of knobs. And even if I, let's say, put 2 to 3 years of my life learning all of this, like whatever these things do, it takes a lot of time to actually become creative with this interface. Because when you are starting with this interface, a lot of time you are stuck into the difficulties, the technical difficulty of what exactly happens here. And as an individual, I'm unable to express my creativity because I'm limited by the technical difficulty of the interface itself. So something didn't feel right to me. And I knew that there is a better world out there where anyone in the world is able to make music simply by talking. It could be simply through voice conversation. It could be through, let's say, chatting in a way you interact with ChatGPT, right? Like imagine if ChatGPT started making music, how amazing that would be. And then you can say, make it in my voice, or just change guitar, or I'm going to play guitar, add that guitar on that track. So, and that was not happening in 2020. So while I was working at Spotify, I had this epiphany one moment that, hey, it does not exist. ChatGPT is picking up. What if I create the ChatGPT for music creation? So now the question, where is the future of music headed? We have hit a point where when I started the talk, pretty much one person had published the track, but now every one of you can become a musician. You can write a prompt, you can make your song, you can make a song for your girlfriends, your family, your wife, your, not wives, most of you don't have, your friends or your teachers, or anyone. You can gift a song for birthday. You can make a song for any purpose. So it's wild. All of you are now musician during the talk. So where are we headed? What's next? Number one, new genres will be born in this world. So right now, if you can imagine, when we think about Bollywood is one genre. But imagine, have you ever heard of the Marathi drum and bass? Or have you ever heard, say, Marathi synthwave or Gujarati synthwave? No, right? Like, because these are the genres which are very difficult to make, and there's hardly any market for these. And, if you're putting so much of money earning and learning the production style, you would want to do commercial music. But now suddenly, if anyone can go wild with their creativity and imagination, suddenly the new genres will be born in this world. And so we are going to enter an age where new genres will be born. Number two, the bridge between a professional musician and a beginner is going to become zero. It's going to become super slim. Both will have the same level of tooling. People who are sitting in LA, who are writing music for Grammys, have the same tooling as you. So what would you do then if you have the same superpower? So that's number two. Number three, creators who adopt AI will be way ahead of the creators who don't. Would you still make music and sit in a studio for 30 days and make a track? Or would you just make like this? I think majority of the people will opt in for this now. And finally, the visual and the audio modalities will start merging in an immersive way. When I started my talk, I spoke about the augmented reality. Then I spoke about chat and the voice-based interfaces. Everything will start converging into one huge modality. And at some point, AR and AI will have a beautiful marriage to have new sort of interactions which do not exist in the world right now. With that, thank you so much for your time.